Hello, my intellectual friends, the crazy ones who want to read Russian classics in the original. Those are advanced Russian lessons that are going to assist you with reaching this noble goal. Before we continue with Alexander Pushkin, Pиковая dama, the Dame of Spades, I would like to tell you that I have started another YouTube channel that works in the same style as this one, but it deals with modern Russian. Modern, advanced, non-adapted Russian from Russian videos and articles, authentic articles and authentic Russian videos. So I'm going to put the link to that channel in the description box. You're welcome to subscribe. You're welcome to attend those lessons over there. But now we're going to continue with Alexander Pushkin, Пиковая dama. So please open your printed version of the story. If you do not have it printed, you have the link below this video. And I'm going to give you a little background. That's a fascinating story. So just imagine, we have card players who have been playing all night long. And they started to eat their very, very late dinner or very early kind of dinner around 5 a.m. And they're talking about different aspects of playing cards. And one of the guys is telling a story about his grandma. Yeah? And his grandma was quite a rich lady, but she had lost a big sum of money to a certain count. Count meaning the societal rank. To a certain count. Now that count demanded the money. But the husband of the lady, the husband of his grandma, had refused to pay even 1 penny towards returning her debt. So she contacted a very mysterious figure called Saint-Germain. Some people said that Saint-Germain was an eternal Jew. Other people said that he was a spy. Then still other people said that he was a great inventor. And Saint-Germain had an idea. And we don't know what the idea yet. But just find the place where we stopped the last time. We're going to start today. Just look at the screen. We're going to start from here. В тот же самый вечер. And at our previous lesson, Saint-Germain said something mysterious. He told her that he had certain way of obtaining the money that wouldn't require, that is not lending. He did not intend to lend her the money. He had some other way of obtaining the money, but we don't know yet what kind of a way. I'm just going to remind you a few sentences back. So, Saint-Germain tells her, here, look, just a second, here. Есть другое средство. Вы можете отыграться. So, there is another measure. You can play back. Но, любезный граф, отвечала бабушка, я говорю вам, что у нас денег вовсе нет. But a kind count, answered grandma, I am telling you, we don't have money at all. I'm just translating that this time because we have had this at the previous lesson with very, very detailed analysis. So if you want the analysis, you just go to the previous one. But for now, it's just a reminder. Деньги тут не нужны, возразил Saint-Germain. So money here is not needed, counteracted Saint-Germain. Извольте меня выслушать. Please listen to me. Тут он открыл ей тайну, за которую всякий из нас дорого бы дал. So here he disclosed to her the secret for which each one of us would pay a lot. And then two last sentences for the last time. Goes like that. Молодые игроки удвоили внимание, so young players doubled their attention. Tomsky was the guy who was telling the story. Закурил трубку, затянулся и продолжал. So Tomsky started, like, закурил means like lit his pipe, yeah, трубка means pipe, so lit his pipe. Затянулся means took the smoke in, и продолжал, and continued. So, I'm going to read, so look, our goal for today is the following. We are starting with в тот же самый вечер. And we will finish with Kabbalistiky. So, let's see how it works here. I'm going to read it first, the whole part. And after that, we're going to go sentence by sentence and take out different words and expressions that you might not know. And you just hear my explanation and you will get it close to 100% as usual. So listen. В тот же самый вечер бабушка явилась в Версале, у Jeu de la Reine. Герцог Орлеанский металл. Бабушка слегка извинилась, что не привезла своего долга. В оправдании сплела маленькую историю и стала против него понтировать. Она выбрала 3 карты, поставила их одну за другую. Все 3 выиграли ей Соника, и бабушка отыгралась совершенно. «Случай», — сказал один из гостей. «Сказка», — заметил Герман. «Может, статься порошковые карты?» — подхватил третий. «Не думаю», — отвечал важно Томский. «Как?» — сказал Нарумов. «У тебя есть бабушка, которая угадывает 3 карты сряду, а ты до сих пор не перенял у нее ее каббалистики?» Okay, so if you didn't get much, that's fine. Let's start working on that. В тот же самый вечер бабушка явилась в Версале, au Jeu de la Reine. В тот же самый means in the very same. So, в тот же самый вечер would be in the very same evening. Бабушка явилась в. So, явилась в. Please underline this together. And it means appeared. Actually, it means came to. Came to. Or arrived at. Versailles. So, that's the place. Jeu de la Reine. That's obviously French. And it says in the footnotes below, на карточную игру королевы. So, which means for the card game at the place of the queen. На карточную игру королевы, yeah? At the place of the queen. Герцог Орлеанский металл. Бабушка слегка извинилась, что не привезла своего долга, в оправдании сплела маленькую историю и стала против него понтировать. So, герцог Орлеанский металл. Металл comes from метать, and it means play on one side of that particular card game. It's not an important word. It is a word just related to that particular card game. So he was basically, for all intents and purposes, he was on the one side of the game. He had certain role in that game. So металл. You do not need to remember that. Бабушка слегка извинилась. So слегка means a bit. And извинилась means said she was sorry, apologized. So извинилась, apologized. So бабушка слегка извинилась. Бабушка, like the grandma, a bit apologized, что не привезла своего долга, that she didn't bring, не привезла, comes from привезти, means to bring, so she didn't bring, своего means her, and долга comes from долг, which is debt. So she apologized slightly, yeah, слегка, slightly. She slightly apologized that she didn't bring her debt. В оправдании сплела маленькую историю. So сплела, in this case, would mean invented. In other cases, сплела would mean she weaved. You know, like weave, like you make a basket by weaving, yeah? But сплела, in this case, would mean that she invented. And в оправдание means in her justification, because оправдание is justification. So в оправдание, but you know, you can underline в оправдание and write above that as an excuse. As an excuse. So as an excuse, she invented a little story. В оправдании сплела маленькую историю. И стала против него понтировать. So stala means began in this case. In other cases that would be became. But here that's began. Против него, against him. Because против means against, него means him. So against him. And понтировать, you don't need to remember that, but that's another action of that particular game. I'm not familiar with that game, but those are just different actions. So metal. That's one action. And понтировать, that would be another action. So basically, for all intents and purposes, she started playing against him. So again. So then metal and понтировать, I will just translate as play his or her part. Герцог Орлеанский металл. Бабушка слегка извинилась, что не привезла своего долга. В оправдании сплела маленькую историю и стала против него понтировать. So, Count Orleansky played his part. Бабушка slightly apologized that she didn't bring her debt. As an excuse, invented a little story and started against him playing her part. Она выбрала 3 карты, поставила их одну за другую. Все 3 выиграли ей Соника, и бабушка отыгралась совершенно. So let's see how it works. Она выбрала 3 карты, поставила их одну за другую. So she chose 3 cards, поставила их, so it means put them. So поставила basically means made them stand. But here, the meaning is just placed them, put them. So, одну за другую means one after the other. So, she chose 3 cards, put them, one after the other. Все 3 выиграли ей Соника. So, Sonic is another term related to that particular game. It doesn't matter for now. But все 3, all 3, выиграли ей. So they won her, because выиграть means to win. So выиграли, that's the past tense. Won her Sonic. It means that they were matching some cards of another player. So it is something related to the game. Doesn't matter. So for all intents and purposes, все 3 выиграли ей Соника. It means that all 3 of them were matching, and it means that they won. И бабушка отыгралась совершенно. Отыгралась means played back. It means that she earned her money back. And совершенно means completely. So, and бабушка played back, or won her money back, completely. Actually, I looked up now what Sonic means. Like выиграли ей Соника, it means winning from the first card. Just for you to know. But that's an obsolete term of card games in the past. So again, она выбрала 3 карты, поставила их одну за другую. Все 3 выиграли ей Соника, и бабушка отыгралась совершенно. So she chose 3 cards, put them one after the other. All 3 won from the first card, and babushka played back completely, meaning earned her money back, everything she had lost. We continue. Случай, сказал один из гостей. Случай means accident. So, accident, сказал один из гостей, said one of the guests. Сказка, заметил Герман. So, сказка means fairy tale. A fairy tale, заметил means noted. A fairy tale, noted Герман. Может статься порошковые карты, подхватил третий. Может статься, it's the same as может быть. It's an obsolete word or form of может быть, maybe. And порошковые карты, so порошковые comes from порошок, which means powder. Like powdered card. I mean powdered cards. And if I understand correctly in this context, порошковые карты would mean something that could have been used for cheating, because they would take special powder and would put different signs on the card that weren't supposed to be there. So in other words, порошковые карты would mean cards with a certain symbol that was added there. I might be mistaken, to tell you the truth, but but it makes sense to me. So, and подхватил means continued. Подхватил, when talking about the conversation. In other contexts, it might be something else. So, может статься порошковые карты, подхватил третий. So, maybe powdered cards, continued the third. Не думаю, отвечал важно Томский. So Tomsky is the guy who is telling the story. So I don't think. Answered pompously, like важно, importantly, with an important expression. You might say важно Томский. Как, сказал Нарумов, у тебя есть бабушка, которая угадывает 3 карты сряду, а ты до сих пор не перенял у ней ее каббалистики? So, как? How? Said Нарумов. У тебя есть бабушка, you have a grandmother, которая угадывает 3 карты сряду. So, сряду means one after another. One after another in the obsolete Russian. So, сряду. Therefore, look how it works. Как, сказал Нарумов. У тебя есть бабушка, которая угадывает 3 карты сряду? How so? Said Нарумов. You have a grandmother who угадывает, who... So угадывает comes from угадывать, which means to guess correctly. To guess correctly. So you have a grandmother who guesses correctly 3 cards, one after another. И ты до сих пор не перенял у ней ее каббалистики, and you до сих пор, up until now, не перенял. You might also сказать не перенял. That's the same. It's both are acceptable. It means haven't acquired. So перенять would mean to acquire from someone else. And the Kabbalistic comes from Kabbalistica. It's like in this context, it's just secret teaching. So it comes from Kabbalah, the teachings of Kabbalah. So Kabbalistica means Kabbalistics, like secret teachings. So he's saying, Нарумов is one of the guys. So, как, сказал Нарумов, у тебя есть бабушка, которая угадывает 3 карты сряду, а ты до сих пор не перенял, or не перенял у ней ее каббалистики? How so, said Нарумов. You have a grandmother who guesses correctly 3 cards, one after the other, like in a row. And you, up until now, haven't acquired from her secret teachings. Okay, guys, so now, after you got the content of that, now let's read it. Let's read the whole part. Starting with, just a second. I'll start from here. Молодые игроки. Молодые игроки удвоили внимание. Томский закурил трубку, затянулся и продолжал. В тот же самый вечер бабушка явилась в Версале. Au jour de la reine. Герцог Орлеанский металл. Бабушка слегка извинилась, что не привезла своего долга. В оправдание сплела маленькую историю и стала против него понтировать. Она выбрала 3 карты, поставила их одну за другую. Все 3 выиграли ей Соника, и бабушка отыгралась совершенно. «Случай», — сказал один из гостей. «Сказка», — заметил Герман. «Может, статься порошковые карты», — подхватил третий. «Не думаю», — отвечал важно Томский. «Как?» — ответил Нарумов. «У тебя есть бабушка, которая угадывает 3 карты сряду, а ты до сих пор не перенял у ней ее каббалистики?» Okay, guys, so thank you very much. We will continue next time. And for now, please visit my new channel where you will learn modern high-level Russian based on real articles and videos in Russian. And if you need my private help with your Russian, please contact me using the email below. We can do our first meeting for free. We'll see your Russian level right now, and I'm going to give you lots of advice how you can advance. And that's for free, regardless of the fact whether we continue or not. So do not hesitate and contact me and ask me any questions you have. Thank you so much, guys. I wish you good health and blessings. Bye-bye.